Good morning. Today is Helaman Chapter 9, verses 1 through 20. And there's literally nothing in my supplementals. Nothing in the Ludlow and nothing in my supplemental. So it's gonna be a short one today. But anyways, what happens in these verses is the 5 are sent to see if the chief judge is murdered. They find him and they are fearful because Nephi's words have been proven. They fall down to the ground, but also at the same time, the chief judge's servants ran out to tell the people, and when they come back, they find the 5 laying there, and they arrest them, saying these must have done it. So when it comes to the burial, a lot of the people from both the people who were listening to Nephi and those who were searching out the killer of the chief judge are there at the burial, and some people are like, hey, what happened to those guys who we sent to see if the chief judge was murdered? And they're like, we don't know anything about that, but we've arrested 5 people for murdering the chief judge. So anyways, some of the judges who were listening to Nephi, they are there and they're like, no, these guys didn't do it, it was Nephi. So they arrest Nephi, and in verse 20 they start to question him. So tomorrow we'll talk more about them questioning him. But in verse 20 they start by saying, thou art confederate. Who is this man that hath done this murder? Now tell us, and acknowledge thy fault, saying, behold, here is money, and also we will grant unto thee thy life if thou wilt tell us, and acknowledge the agreement which thou hast made with him. Oh, I gotta sneeze. And I find it hilarious that the wicked always think that people are just gonna bow down to money. Like, oh look, here's some money. Tell us who did this. And Nephi's like, I don't need your money. I'll tell you who did it, and also that I didn't do it, and he'll confess and say I didn't do it. But it reminds me of when one of the judges was tempting Amulek when he was preaching with Alma, and they're like, look, here are these 6 onties. I'll give you these if you deny the Christ. And he's like, why do you tempt me? Why do you always go to money? Well, money, a lot of people love money, but it's like the righteous yieldeth to no such temptation, as we've seen. But anyways, I find it hilarious that those who don't follow Christ, those who have no moral guideline, think that people just bend to the will of money. Some people don't care about money. There are things in this life more dear to them, more important to them than money. And I guess some people just don't get that. All right, so that was Helaman Chapter 9, verses 1 through 20. I know, it's not that much, but tomorrow is 21 through 41, so we'll get something going on in there, hopefully. All right, love you all. Talk to you later.